European Union's member states are divided over the issue of Gaza, EU High Representative Kaja Kallas told reporters.
Russian attacks across Ukraine killed at least 3 civilians and leave dozens of others injured, Ukrainian authorities reported on Saturday.
The European Union's member states are divided over the issue of Gaza, EU High Representative Kaja Kallas told reporters after the informal meeting of foreign ministers in Copenhagen.
It's clear that member states disagree on how to get Israeli government to change course. The options are clear and remain on the table. We have presented the option paper, but the problem is that not all EU member states are on board.
At the meeting, there was a debate among ministers about the EU's free trade agreement with Israel. But the member states issued a joint statement calling for the US to lift the travel ban of the Palestinian delegation for the UN General Assembly.
So I will now give the floor.
Israel wants to slow down or halt the entry of aid into northern Gaza. An official who spoke on condition of anonymity told the Associated Press. It comes as Israel escalated its offensive in Gaza City, which was announced earlier this month and drew international condemnation. According to several media, hospital authorities reported at least 50 Palestinians were killed in Israeli attacks on Saturday, including 26 in Gaza City. Ahead of the expanded offensive, Israel had called on Palestinians to flee down south of the Strip, a move that the Red Cross warned against. The head of the organization said in a statement that such an evacuation would trigger a massive population movement that no area in the Gaza Strip can absorb, given the widespread destruction and extreme food and aid shortages. Aid groups have also warned that the large-scale evacuation would further worsen the dire humanitarian crisis. Earlier this month, famine was confirmed in part of Gaza for the first time by the world's leading authority on food crises, who warned it was likely to spread across the territory.
A massive overnight Russian attack on Ukraine killed 3 people and injured at least 45 others across the country, among them 3 children, Ukrainian media reported on Saturday. According to Ukraine's Air Force, Russia launched 537 Shahed-type attack drones and decoys, as well as 8 ballistic missiles and 37 cruise missiles. 548 of the strikes were neutralized, the Ukrainian Air Force reported. In Zaporizhzhia, local authorities reported that the strikes caused power outages alongside damage to a 14 multi-story building and more than 40 private houses. The renewed attack came just 2 days after Russia launched a large-scale aerial attack on multiple Ukrainian cities, including Kyiv, the capital, killing 25 people. Meanwhile, Ukraine on Saturday claimed to have struck Russian oil refineries in the Krasnodar region and Samara region. A statement on the strike said it was carried out as part of reducing the offensive potential of Russian forces. China's role in upholding multilateralism is fundamental, United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres told Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of a key security summit on Saturday. Guterres, who was welcomed by the Chinese leader, gave a veiled criticism of the U.S. amid the challenges facing the United Nations. The UN chief described the present state of multilateralism as under fire.
And we see new forms of the policy that are sometimes difficult to understand. Sometimes it looks more like a show than a serious diplomatic effort, and in which business and politics seem sometimes also mixed.
In response, President Xi said China would always be a reliable partner to the UN. Guterres is attending the summit in the Chinese port city of Tianjin, where Russian President Vladimir Putin and several leaders from Asia and the Middle East will gather in a powerful show of global South solidarity.